Good day, fellow South Africans. Goeiedag. From a nice and warm Brisbane. Now, what follows this intro is a debate or a discussion between Malema, Julius, the famous Julius Malema, and the President of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, in the South African Parliament. And what they're talking about, of course, is land expropriation without compensation. And the specific area that Malema is asking about is land that is vacant, that is close to major urban centres like Johannesburg, Pretoria, Cape Town, etc., etc. And what he's asking Ramaphosa to do is to just tell the local authorities who own that land that they've got to hand it over. It's no longer, for example, the city of Cape Town's property. It's now the property of the people, so that they can now utilize that land and put housing up and so on. So this is a huge change with enormous consequences for all South Africans who live in cities. Because when councils take out loans with banks, part of their assets in their asset register are these vacant blocks of land that they've got. Now, the impact of nationalizing lands which are owned by councils and other state departments is going to be a huge impost on the ratepayers in those areas, because the councils will be having to get more money in, the banks will be tightening up on their loans, and the only people that the council can go to get that income is from the rates. So if you own private property in a major centre in South Africa, anticipate as a result directly of the interview that follows now, and some of it's in an African language, and I think it's Xhosa, but a lot of it is in English, so you'll get the gist of what they're talking about. But if you have property in a city or a major urban area, your rates are going to go through the roof. Okay, and that's not a prediction; it's going to happen. And the ANC and the EFF won't worry about that. They don't care about that because it's only going to impact on the mainly white population. But I'll let you watch the video and you'll see for yourself what is going on in the South African Parliament. And before I go, don't forget to subscribe. That way you can be kept informed of what's going on in South Africa on the land expropriation issue, and also, importantly, about migration issues we talk about. And this Sunday night we're going to be talking about an exotic destination which is absolutely beautiful, which I think a lot of South Africans could actually consider migrating to. Okay, chat to you soon. See you Sunday night.
Thank you very much, Speaker. President, ntho e tlhagile mo ka pele mo ba goga ngwana sekolo mola a kgopela thuto ya mahala wa mo goga ka dikgoka ka mokgwa wa ntwa ke ntwa e re swantse re kgalemele, because ntwa e be mo South Africa mo kgatlhanong le bana le basadi e tšwetša pele ke dilo tša mohuta o re ge re fapana re swantse re lwe ka matsogo. The first thing they did was not to talk to that young person. Ba no fitha ba lwa le yena, and re ruta society hore ge o fapana le motho o swantse o sebediše dikgoka, and a se yona taba eo. Now, President, during the public hearings, our people came out in their numbers to support land expropriation without compensation. Many of them have said they want the land to build clinics, they want to build houses, they want to build shops, they want to use the land to benefit themselves and the nations out of South Africa. A point that you also agree with, particularly land expropriation without compensation. our people are now subjected to concentration camps, which we call townships, and mislead ourselves that those things are residential areas. When they were planned, those things, they were not planned as residential areas. They were planned as concentration camps. Now, did you come up with a plan and instruct the Minister of Human Settlement to expropriate land closer to towns and suburbs where we can settle our people properly and take them out of that type of an arrangement of concentration camps? Because we cannot continue to subject our people to a situation that is inhumane, where others even say we must give them title deeds to be permanently stuck in that arrangement. So we're asking, are we going to expropriate land closer to the suburbs, defeat racism, and create mixed residential areas?
More.
Thank you, Speaker.
The Honorable, the President.
Thank you, Morena Malema. Kine ki lebeletse pampirie ke bala phetulo a kya sheba botse ka mole go bona ntwe o no shebane le yona ke a leboga gore wena o e bone haiba e etsagetse ka tsela o e tlhalosang ke dumelana le wena gore ha re le mo ntlong e ya parlamente a go a tshwanela gore batho ba ntshiwe ka yona tsela e o buang ka yona gore ba gogiwe re sa bolela le bona bjale re tla kgopela gore ba ba šomang mo parlamente pele ba etsa ntho tseuwe tsa go goga batho ka dihempe le ka di-washing ba bolele le bona pele o tlhagisitse ntho e ntle gagolo ke a go leboga Malema. Bjale, coming to the question that you have posed, clearly, as we have said, our people are in need of land where they can build their homes and where they can farm and where they can also build facilities for various amenities. And a number of these places are strewn right across the length and the breadth of our country, and some of them are in urban areas. And indeed, as I said earlier, the Khotla of our government decided that we should embark on a rapid release of land. And firstly, as we are examining this whole process, we want to start off with land that is owned by our various entities. Local government owns large tracts of land in the urban areas, and we believe that and want that land to be released so that it be given to our people, and it must be released at service stands. Our people must be given that land, and indeed it is releasing the land, Honorable Malema. Releasing the land means that that land, as it is owned by our local entities, does not even need to be bought. And if you like, yes, it is a form of expropriation that will end up in the hands of our people. Because it is for public interest, we are advancing the interests of our people. Secondly, quite a bit of the land in some areas is owned by state-owned enterprises, and some is owned by various government departments, and we're saying that those pieces of land must be identified and must be released, serviced, and given to our people so that they can build their houses. Many of our people want to build their own houses in the urban areas, and so that we move away from the apartheid special planning process that relegated poor and black people to far away places from the places of work. And our new development is that we should move our people closest to the economic centers of our economy. And in this regard, we believe that the measures that we should take, including expropriation of land, including release of land, should enable us to give effect to this policy that we are talking about. So on that score, we agree with you completely. We want rapid release of publicly owned land. Now, there is also land that is owned by individuals, as I said in my main report, main answer. Some of it is held for speculative reasons. Some of it is just lying fallow. And we are saying our entities, our local governments must examine all that so that we can package pieces of land like that and then be able, on an informed basis, to determine how we should deal with land like that. Now, all that will be done in an orderly fashion, in accordance with our Constitution, in accordance with the convention that we should establish in dealing with land. And I believe that we can now embark on a very positive process of ensuring that we make true the promise that we made, that we want our people to have a better life, and doing so means that we should give them places where they can live, and they should live and work closer to the economic centers of our country. So, if you like, we are